Hey everybody, welcome back to Safe Fitness Training. Today I want to talk about one of those fitness myths that I see over and over on the internet, on YouTube. I do have questions sometimes from clients and I'm always happy to answer those because there are so many misconceptions out there. And that's that myth of spot reduction when it comes to losing fat by focusing on a muscle. So here's the misconception as it stands. That is that we can lose belly fat faster by focusing on doing more abdominal exercises. And this couldn't be further from the truth. I'm going to explain why. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video if it has been helpful. And if you're looking for a high intensity strength training fitness trainer, check out the link below. Whether you're wanting to work out in a Nautilus studio like this one, or work out from the comfort of your home. If you mention my name, Jonathan Gentry, then you absolutely get one free workout. Your first workout is free with no commitment to buy, so please check out the perfect workout down below. You know, when it comes to all of this, the book Body by Science is very clear, and the science is very clear when it comes down to it, that genetics play the largest role on how much muscle we can build, how much fat that we lose in certain areas first. So when it comes down to me, I'll use myself here as an example. Whenever I am overindulging in foods that may not be great for me, or maybe drinking wine, which it's been quite a while for that, but if we're if we're involved constantly in shoving bread into our mouths, then typically we're going to gain weight in one place first. And it's always, for me, it's my stomach, it's my midsection. Coincidentally enough, which is not a coincidence, of course, my dad seems to gain fat first in that exact same area. And also not a coincidence, him and I really do lift almost the same amount of weight. We have the leg press almost maxed out, but we can't lift but maybe about 85 pounds on our biceps, which is fascinating. And it just shows how different people are when it comes down to it. It's genetics. That's really the largest role in where we're going to lose fat the first. So instead of focusing on just one muscle group, how are we going to raise our metabolism the highest that we possibly can? Strengthening all of the muscles in the body. A full body workout. Now sometimes we could do a split. That's what I've been doing recently. Just a two-way split. One day I'll do the whole upper body to full fatigue, and then the next day I'll do the whole lower body to full fatigue, and then I'll rest for, say, about a week. That adaptive response with rest is very important. I guess what I'm getting at here is that the largest muscle groups in the body are what we want to focus on to lose fat more than anything. The second half of this is always going to be nutrition, nutrition, nutrition. Is that environment that you're creating biologically in your body perfect enough for you to create that response? One of the best ways, of course, intermittent fasting is great, but simply being on a caloric deficit helps as well. Staying away from sugars, any alcohol, anything like that is going to really help as well. But that whole idea that we can somehow lose fat in our outer arms by doing tons of tricep exercises over and over, that's all out. None of that really is going to be of any benefit. In fact, you'll probably just end up overtraining your triceps and not getting the type of physiological changes that you really want out of that. I also have some questions about people asking, should I be doing cardio? Well, that's another good question, and this is a whole other video, right? I believe that cardio is a myth when it comes down to it, because what we're actually talking about here is aerobic activity. Strength training actually develops both halves of the cardiovascular system. The unfortunate thing about what people call cardio, which is aerobic activity, that actually only strengthens and builds one half of the cardiovascular system. So if we're going to call anything cardio, it probably should be strength training. Of course, I'm on that side of the aisle because I do highly endorse this method, the Body by Science method, high intensity strength training, whatever you may call it. Heck, you could call it the perfect workout because that's the company that I work for, which it really is the perfect workout when it comes down to it. So look, all of that idea of trying to train just one specific muscle group to lose fat in that area, it's not going to work. Your genetics are put together in such a way that you need to be losing that fat by creating the environment that's perfect for you. It's not just nutrition, though. We're talking about more than that. We're talking about eliminating as much stress as possible to regulate the hormones through your body, getting enough rest to regulate those same hormones. You need about 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. You need to be drinking enough water to create that perfect environment as well. So all of these things come into factor with that, and they all work together. So hey, I hope you got something out of this. Share this video if you got something out of it, and I hope to see you on the next video. I hope you live a longer life through strength training. Have a great day.